everyone, welcome, and today I'm going to take a look at your buddy of mine, Toddy Mac, and how he needs to put the crack pipe down. So, I've never been too shy to say I'm not a big fan of MacFarlane. Let me explain why. Way back when MacFarlane first started out, he had the Spawn line. I had a few of those, like the Max figures, regular Spawn, stuff like that. Later on, I moved on to the Movie Maniacs line. Specifically, some of my favorite movies, Ash from Army of Darkness, RoboCop, and Alien Xenomorph.
We want a trophy.
Those figures literally broke by looking at them. They were as bad as the NECA figures that came out a few years ago. I mean, the ones back when Toys R Us refused to take them back. That level of brittle. I was really upset. I was fine with them being statues because, okay, I mean, I would have rather had fully articulated figures, but yeah, they look nice. The skulls were nice, and the paint was nice, and all that. So I went with them, and eventually all of them broke. And I was really disheartened and disappointed in what happened there.
This will not stand.
And I just pretty much after that point ignored MacFarlane for the most part. I mean, I'd hear little rumblings, but I pretty much ignored everything he put out until the DC license. When he got the DC license, because he's friends with Jim Lee, is the only reason he got the DC license. I'm firmly convinced of it.
Is it that I smell conspiracy and everything, and I don't know what I mean most of the time?
Yes, I'm saying that. I'm surprised not many people say that, but whatever. When he got that license, I took a look again. Were there improvements? Yes, I bought a couple of... I bought Captain Carrot because I thought he was funny. I bought Swamp Thing, and I bought the Anti-Monitor. And that's what... After those, I was like, nah, I'm not going to get into this line. These guys I can kind of use as sub-ins for the characters I'm talking about. But, I did not like the feel of the joints of Swamp Thing. There were a few flaws, and I covered it in my video about the Anti-Monitor, and I'm not going to get into them right now. I can't. Some of them, I'm going to be honest, I can't remember everything off the top of my head, because this is not the subject of the fucking video.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it.
Captain Carrot was the best one that I got. Just was. I did not like the little card in the stand thing, but that's whatever. I almost bought a Green Arrow. Saw it at the store. I really like Green Arrow too, so almost bought that, but then I didn't. I passed. So that's my rough history of MacFarlane. And I say this up front because some people are going to call me a hater. I want to explain why I am not a fan of MacFarlane. So, last week when this crazy Joker diorama came up for $250, I was like, you are crazy. You are simply nuts. I am not going near that with a 25-foot pole.
No.
No way. I mean, it wasn't going to go near it anyway. And I wasn't going to say too much about it other than, wow, that's really overpriced, Todd. Because, yeah, it's overpriced. So, went about my business. And then I stumbled across MacFarlane's response. And it is so stupid, I had to say something. I mean, it's such BS. That's the only word I have for it. BS. So let me pull it up here and you can see for yourself. All right. And I'm a person that hates BS. I really do. I just hate it. I hate when a company throws BS at me. Alright, so we've heard your feedback on the pricing of the Joker movie set, and want to take a moment to address your concerns. Which, you automatically know, they're not going to address the elephant in the room. Due to the mature nature of the Joker movie, we faced unique restrictions with pricing options. What the fuck does that mean?
What the hell is that?
Which made this approach the only way we could release the product. This is a bunch of corporate doublespeak. This was widely released. This does not none of this makes sense. This absolutely does not make sense. Because it's mature, we had to price it higher.
Bullshit!
Who the hell you think buys these things? Despite these limitations, what limitations? You really have not described any limitations to me.
The long haulers are like, let's hear it, Missy.
You said it was because of the mature nature, but you don't... This is like, hey, you broke your arm. Instead of a cast, I'm going to give you a new pair of shoes.
Then one day I started to think, and they fired me.
So you've not really explained any limitations. But despite these limitations, we remain committed to delivering a very special offering that truly feels worth it.
That's not the correct answer.
But it's not worth it. It's an overpriced piece of garbage. And I'm sorry, I do feel like it's garbage, okay? I mean, it's a talk show set. Ooh! And I am not the biggest fan of Joker. I finally made my way through the movie. It took me forever to watch that movie because I just did not like it. And this is, God. I mean, truly worth it. An overpriced hunk of plastic. I mean, let's just face it. And that's the thing, the other thing is, I give MacFarlane credit for doing playsets that are not expensive. The Batcave, Wayne Manor, the Bad Guy's Hideout, all that stuff. I mean, that was affordable for everybody. And, some of it was done cheaply, yeah. But, I mean, so what? It's toys. Bleh. Okay, that's why we packed as much value in the box as possible with exclusive details and features we hope you'll enjoy.
So I just lied.
Yes, because we always wanted to have the Tonight Show set. That wasn't the Tonight Show set. Right? Yeah, that's what we really want. I'm really confused on all of this. Your feedback means everything to us, and we'll always strive to provide the best value while honoring the characters and stories you love.
So I just lied.
Well, you did not. Thank you for your passion and input. It what inspires us to keep improving. You got a wall of floor. At least they remembered the floor. Hey, Hasbro. Just saying, you forgot it on the cantina. We got a wall and a floor, a desk, a couple of chairs. I mean, it's what you expect out of a diorama. But I mean, come on, man. You take the figures out. MacFarlane prices are around $20, $21 for just the figures, usually. And we'll go up. We'll say $25. Like, take $50 off of that. You're saying this whole set is $200. And I know there's little signs and bullshit like that. And it's like, who cares? Really? Because you want the set, you don't want the little signs. Okay, you would buy those separately if you wanted them. And you could sell those separately. Probably make more money. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe $250, yeah. And it just seems like nothing here explains why that price is so high. It's like, due to the mature nature. Why does that increase the price?
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction.
Again, this is like, oh, well, your telephone won't allow you to transfer calls, so we're going to buy you a new headset.
It's all bullshit.
Explain to me like a 4-year-old how the hell these are connected. It's not limited release because it's everywhere. BBTS, Amazon, yeah, it's everywhere. So that's not a limited release. And it doesn't look like it's going to sell out, so it's not very limited. So again, what the hell are you even talking about? This is a half-ass, half-baked excuse. And I mean, I like to pride myself on being a guy who, when I see stupidity, I call it out. And I usually leave MacFarlane alone because I don't want to be a channel that, like, you know, yells at the toy companies I hate like some channels do, because that's stupid engagement for me. But at the same time, this goes beyond anything. I keep looking at that due to the mature nature of the Joker movie. We faced unique restrictions, which made the approach the only way we could release the product. Again, nothing here explains the price. And you're not going to get an explanation. They're just trying, I mean, I'm that guy who sits back and goes, man, they're trying to gouge our nostalgia. And this is not really nostalgia because it's, I mean, you know, Joker's only a couple years old, but
Very interesting, but not too nostalgic.
you know, the Joker does hark back to when we were kids. He was the main villain of Batman, so in a way it is, in a way it ain't. I mean, it's just $249 for this, the David Letterman set. I mean, it really looks like Merv Griffin, doesn't it? I mean, it's, I get the nature of it. I mean, it's a scene in the movie. I understand it. But at the same time, $250 for this shit? Yeah. I still see this as gouging. And don't think, I mean, people say, no, Todd will never do that. Look at that Kickstarter for Medieval Spawn. I didn't say nothing about that one. But that was pure and simple. I'm going to try to gouge the hell out of you guys. And he did. Look, if you get to this tier, you get a hand. Woo! Look, get to this tier, you'll get the other hand. I mean, how the hell that Kickstarter made it, I don't know. But Jesus, that was just one of the worst Kickstarters I've ever seen about anything. I was semi-interested in Medieval Spawn until I saw how the Kickstarter was going. Like, no, I'm not going near it, Todd. You know, I have a mild liking for Spawn. I will say that. And I don't have a Spawn figure at this point, so I thought about it, but then I said, nah, you know, forget it. Okay, so that's me I'll get off my soapbox now, because this was, oh man. I cannot stand corporate doublespeak. And this is corporate doublespeak to try to say, we've overcharged you, and it's not our fault. But we're getting a whole lot of money out of your ass anyway. And I've seen people say, yeah, I ordered it because, you know, it's the new shiny, and it's like, okay, that's on you. But this, yeah, all right. I'm gonna let that go now. I just had to say my piece on it because this is so stupid. Thanks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and all that, because geez, this is stupid. All right, take care.